Talk about adultery. Not only can you go into physical adultery, but you can also go into spiritual adultery, forsaking the very God of the Bible in whom you've pledged your life to. I saw, when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. So spiritually, you can't commit adultery because that's what Israel did against the Most High God. And spiritually, you can't get divorced. I could be reaching, but I do firmly believe this. If you're in a marriage and your partner goes out and doesn't commit physical adultery but commits spiritual adultery, you are at liberty to divorce them. But let's continue on. Proverbs 6, but whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroys his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. The man truly cares about his wife. If he sees that hateful act done, at the end of the day, murder could be on that man's mind. Let's continue. A harlot may be hired for a loaf of bread, but an adulteress stalks a man's very life. Can a man carry fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Or can one walk upon coals and his feet not be scorched? So is he who goes into his neighbor's wife. None who touches her will go unpunished. And now, O sons, listen to me, and be attentive to the words of my mouth. Let not your heart turn aside unto her ways. Do not stray into her paths. For many a victim has she laid low. Yea, all her slain are a mighty host. Her house is the way to Sheol, going down to the chambers of death. Each person is tempted when he is lured and enticed by his own desire. Then desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. At the end of the day, flee youthful lust. Is that woman in which you want to commit adultery with, or that man in which you want to commit adultery with? At the end of the day, they're not worth it. You do more harm to yourself than actually any type of good. Plus, the person in which you're married to, they're hurt even more. And we know what it talks about whenever it says that we sin against the conscience of our brother. We infringe upon the conscience of our brother or sister. We sin against them in the body of Christ. So let us not go forth in adultery. Don't give your flesh over to its sin what it wants. At the end of the day, it will malign you. It will make you a laughing stock. But it'll do more damage to the other person than yourself. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Don't sit at the wine with a woman. Pause and read. Pause and read. Verse 9.